everyone, let's knit such socks. In the video I'm gonna show you how to knit the leg, the heel flap and the heel turn of the sock, how to form the gusset and the toe of the sock you can find in the second part of the video, the link is in the info box. The socks fit the size 35-36. The length of the sock from the toe part to the heel turn is 22 centimeters. The length of the heel flap is 6 centimeters. Usually I make 5 centimeters, but for this kind of socks I made 6 centimeters. And the length of the toe part is 5 centimeters. For my work I'm gonna use two different kinds of yarn. The first one is Alize Extra 220 meters per 100 grams, 90% of acrylic, 10% of wool, color number 52. And the second one is especially for the socks. It's a Chilean brand. It has 210 meters per 100 grams, 75% of wool and 25% of nylon. Also, I will use a circular needles 2.5 millimeters and 3 millimeters, scissors, some markers and a hook. As the main pattern of the sock consists of 6 stitches, it is easier if the number of loops for a sock is a multiple of 6. Using needles 2.5 millimeters, I'm going to cast on 48 loops plus 1 extra for joining knitting in a circle. I'm doing a long tail cast on, you can do the way you like. So that way I have 48 stitches. I can divide them into two parts, 24 stitches for the front part of the sock and 24 stitches for the back part of the sock. I casted on 48 stitches on my needles, and now let's join the knitting in a circle. For that part of the loops you have a little part move to one of the needle and the other part move to the other needle, and the rest will be on the cord. In that way it wouldn't be so complicated for you to join it in a circle. I would like to remind you that I have a time code in the info box, so if you need another information about the sock, just move further. Pay attention that all the stitches look at one side, they shouldn't be twisted, and the yarn from the skein is on your right side. Move the first loop from the left needle to the right needle, and the first loop you have on the right needle, pull over the loop you moved from the left needle, and return the loop back to the left needle, tighten the thread. Now my knitting is joined in a circle and I'm going to knit a rib, 2 knit stitches, 2 purl stitches. For knitting the sock with the circular needles, I'm going to use so-called magic loop technique. For that you should divide the stitches you have into 2 parts. They shouldn't be equal for the rib, it's not so important, but if you're a beginner, I recommend you to put a marker at the beginning of your knitting, and one part you will have it on the left needle, and the other part of the stitches will be on the cord. And you will use the right needle to knit the stitches you have on the left needle, and then you will move that part from the left needle to the cord, and the part from the cord will go to the left needle, and you will knit it with the right needle and move it like in a circle. When I look at my needles, it reminds me the infinity sign from the math. I'm going to knit all the stitches I have on the left needle, and then I will move them to the cord, and the stitches I have on the cord I will move to the left needle, and I will repeat this action again till I wouldn't form my rib. I knitted all the stitches from the left needle, now they are on my right needle. Pull the right needle. For the stitches to move to the cord, the stitches which are on the cord move to the left needle. Keep going to knit with the right needle to move the stitches from the left needle to the right. My sock rib has 12 rounds, but yours can be tinier or bigger, it's up to you. Before to show you how to knit a pattern, I would like to draw your attention that I made a little mistake because I started to knit with the other color of the yarn. I already knitted one sock, and my sock started with a gray color, but I started to knit with the turquoise color, so it wasn't the same, so I decided just unknit and to start to knit with a gray color. That is why I cut it a piece of yarn that didn't fit to my color pattern. I wanted my socks to be the same in the pattern and in the color. That is why I'm telling you, maybe it's important for you, just see which color you started the pattern for the second sock. To knit the pattern, it will be more convenient to divide all the stitches into two parts, two equal parts, 24 stitches for one part and 24 stitches for the other part. The pattern consists of 8 rounds and 6 stitches. There is a description in the info box of the pattern if you need. Knitting the pattern, I'm going to use 3mm needles. Don't forget to mark the beginning of the round, and if you are a beginner, I think it will be a good idea for you to mark each 6 stitches, not to make a mistake in the pattern. In the first round of the pattern, the first 3 stitches knit 1, 2, 3. Next 2 stitches knit together, inclined to the right side. Yarn over is the 5th stitch of the pattern, and the last 6th one knit. On my right needle I have 6 stitches. Repeat the pattern. The first 3 stitches knit. Next 2 stitches knit together, inclined to the right side. Yarn over, knit the last stitch and repeat the pattern till the end of the round. The first round is ready. Move the stitches to the left needle. Mark the beginning of the round. Pull the right needle to start the second round. Knit the first 2 stitches, 1, 2. Next 2 stitches knit together, inclined to the right side on the front loops. Yarn over. Next 2 stitches knit 1 and 2. You have 6 stitches on the needle. Repeat again. 2 stitches knit. Next 2 stitches knit together, inclined to the right side. Yarn over. Next 2 stitches knit 1, 2, and repeat the pattern till the end of the round. Move the marker and let's start the third round. The first stitch knit. Next 2 stitches knit together, inclined to the right. Yarn over. Next 3 stitches knit 1, 2, 3. I have 6 stitches on my right needle and repeat the pattern. First stitch knit, next 2 stitches knit together, inclined to the right. Yarn over. Next 3 stitches knit 1, 2, 3, and repeat the pattern till the end of the round. The fourth round, move the marker to the beginning of the round. The first 2 stitches knit together, inclined to the right. Yarn over. Next 4 stitches knit 1, 2, 3, 4. I have 6 stitches on my right needle and repeat the pattern. First 2 stitches knit together, inclined to the right side. Yarn over. 1 knit, 2 knit, 3 knit, 4 knit, and repeat the pattern till the end of the round. Mark the beginning of the next round, moving the marker to the right needle. Start the 5th round, the first stitch knit. Yarn over. Next 2 stitches knit inclined to the left side. First stitch slip to the right needle. Next stitch knit, pull the knit stitch through the slipped one. Next 3 stitches knit 1, 2, 3, and again repeat. The first knit, yarn over. Next 2 stitches knit inclined to the left side. One knit, 2 knit, 3 knit, and repeat the pattern till the end of the round. Mark the beginning of the 6th round. The first 2 stitches knit, 1, 2, yarn over. Next 2 stitches knit together, inclined to the left. Next 2 stitches knit 1, 2. I have 6 stitches on my right needle. Repeat. Knit, knit, yarn over, 2 together, inclined to the left. Knit, knit, and repeat the pattern till the end of the round. Round 7, mark the beginning of the round. The first 3 stitches knit, 1, 2, 3, yarn over, next 2 stitches knit together, inclined to the left, next stitch knit. I have 6 stitches on my right needle. Repeat. 1 knit, 2 knit, 3 knit, yarn over, 2 together, inclined to the left, 1 knit, and repeat the pattern till the end of the round. Round 8, the last one. The first 4 stitches knit, 1, 2, 3, 4, yarn over, the last 2 stitches knit together, inclined to the left side. Repeat. 1 knit, 2 knit, 3 knit, 4 knit, yarn over, 2 together, inclined to the left, and repeat the pattern till the end of the round. Here I have 8 rounds of the pattern, and generally for the leg part of my sock I'm going to repeat the pattern 5 times. So I will have 40 rounds of the pattern, and when I will finish the leg part, I will show you how to knit the heel flap for the sock. Here I have 40 rounds knitted, and now I'm going to cut the yarn, but you shouldn't do it. I'm doing that because I don't want to be disturbed with it while I'm making a video. To form the heel flap, count 24 stitches you have on your left needle and mark them. I'm going to change the yarn, and my heel flap will have ripped pattern, and for forming it I'm going to use the needles 2.5 millimeters. Knit the first stitch of 24 stitches you have on the left needle, next stitch purl it, and repeat knit and purl stitches, forming the rib pattern for the heel flap. Repeat the pattern till the end of the row, and the last stitch, the 24th one, purl it. Turn your work to the wrong side with the needles 2.5 millimeters. Continue to knit a heel flap. The first stitch of the row, slip it, the next stitch purl it, and then knit and purl according the pattern you have till the end of the row, and the last stitch purl it. Continue to knit back and forth while you will have 6 centimeters of the heel flap, and stop knitting on the wrong side. I knitted 21 row of my heel flap is 6 centimeters, and I stopped on the wrong side. To form the heel turn, I need to divide my heel flap into 3 parts, 2 side parts and 1 central part. In this case, it's easier because I have 24 stitches on my needle, so I can divide it into 3 parts, into 3 equal parts. 8 stitches for one side, 8 stitches for the central part, and 8 stitches for the other side of the heel turn. Count first 8 stitches you have on the needle and mark them. They will form the one side of the heel turn. Next 8 stitches, they will form the central part of the heel turn, and the rest, they will form the other side of the heel turn. Working on the heel turn, I'm going to decrease all the stitches I have before the marker at the beginning of the knitting and after the marker at the end of the knitting, and only the central part will be untouched. Turn the sock to the wrong side. The first stitch of the row, slip it, and next 7 stitches till the first marker, purl them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Move the marker to the right needle. Next 7 stitches, purl. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And the last stitch of the central part, I'm going purl together with the first stitch of the side part. So remove the marker, move the last stitch of the central part to the side part, and purl 2 stitches together. This way we decreased one of the stitches from the side part. In the central part we have 8 stitches, and from the side part we have 7 stitches. The marker we don't need anymore. Now turn the work to the other side. The first stitch of the central part, slip it, and next 6 stitches knit. The second, knit, the third, the fourth, the fifth, the sixth, the seventh, and the last 8th one. Pick it up with the needle in the front loop. Take away the marker. Knit the first stitch of the side. Pull the knit stitch through the slipped one. Now the central part still have 8 stitches and the side part 7 stitches. Turn the work to the wrong side. The first stitch of the central part, slip it, is the first stitch. Next 6 stitches, purl. The last one, purl together with the first stitch of the side, inclined to the right side. We decreased stitches of the side. Now we have 6 stitches from the side and 8 stitches in the central part. Turn your work again. The first stitch of the central part, slip it. All the rest knit till the last one. The last stitch of the central part knit together with the first stitch of the side, inclined to the left side. Now from the both sides we have 7 stitches and the central part has 8 stitches. Turn your work to the wrong side and continue to decrease the stitches from the side parts, while you wouldn't decrease all of them, and on the needle you will have only 8 stitches, which are forming the central part of the heel turn. The heel turn of my sock is ready. How to knit the gusset and the toe parts, see in the second part of the video. The link is in the info box. If you like this video, thumb up, subscribe. See you next time. Bye bye.